These are randomly generated NHL players, and I will be selecting 20 of them to build a team. Today I can select any of the players I like, except there is a 70% chance that one of the cards is going to be a gold shiny, and if that happens, we must go with them. After all the selections are made, we will assemble the team on NHL 25 and simulate with the hopes of winning a Stanley Cup. We always used to go about this by drafting forwards first, but the last time we decided to draft defensemen first and it worked out pretty good. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it. We're doing that again. You guys know the drill. We do have a... That's beautiful. I'm actually kind of surprised because there is more of a chance that you get a shiny. In the very first one, we did not. So we get to pick, and obviously I'm picking Bogosian. Psych. Shea Theodore is our guy. Next up, we have... Ooh, okay. Really? We're not going to get one again. I am on the right thing. This is really strange. However, we do get to pick again, and I will be selecting Ekholm for our roster. Okay, I guess we're taking Timothy Liljegren, which, I mean, we could have had Hanifin, could have had Parayko. Nice. Jamie Drysdale. Ooh, okay. Lohrei is very solid. I don't know what his overall is going to be. If I had to guess, which I'm not very good at, I would say... low 80s? Could he be high 70s? I'm not sure. I mean, I guess we're going to find out because Mans is on the team. Zach Bogosian, Romanov, and Chatfield again. You know what? I'm going to go with Romanov. Our final defender will be... We get to pick, but that's not really doing us a whole lot of favors here. I will be selecting David. He was kind of our boy in Be a Pro. And he is also most likely the best overall here. Just guessing. And now it would be time to select two individuals that will be tending the goal. Or maybe we won't get to select. We do. And we are taking Kochetkov immediately. He could be a starter. Really could be. We have to take the nervous guy, which, I mean, he's the best overall here anyway. So that is... totally fine. Four Nations Team Canada goaltender right there. And now we draft forwards. We get to select, and I will be selecting Cirelli. Our team seems pretty decent so far. Once again, what is going on here? We are not getting a lot of shinies considering the odds, but I think we should go with Tippett. Brazeau is going to be the guy. Could have had Buchnevich, but alas, it was not meant to be. Radish again. Making another appearance here. We get Rust and Perfetti. Let's go with Cole. Already fourth. Please no. Please no. Amazing. We get to select out of, honestly, 3 studs. I actually don't. Should we go Rantanen or should we go Hughes? We could acquire 1/3 of the cover athlete. Or we could take Rantanen, who I think is a higher overall. He's like 94 or something crazy, isn't he? Okay, let's go Mikko. That is huge. Trent Frederick. Oh, awesome. Love that. Could have had Larkin. Nope. Could have had Braden Point. No. You better put in work, Trent. He's also our third Bruin between Lohrei, Brazeau, and himself. So we're getting a lot of Bs here. Who will we wind up with this time? Zaka, another Bruin. We get to pick. And we will be going with Iron Man, Seth Jarvis. Our team's looking pretty good. So... I didn't really say what happens in this situation, but it's the same as if I selected the same player twice in one of the ones where I just get certain stats. What this means is we have to take a mid-70 overall player from the AHL. Thanks, Brazeau. We need another stud for sure. If this team is going to see any success, that is not bad. 3 forwards remaining. We have to take Kakaniemi. Turbo and Kata are both there, but no dice. This team might still be pretty good. Zegras, Svechnikov, we get to pick, and we are going Svech. Fire me up. We needed that. Only 1 forward left, and it's going to be Toffoli, which, yeah, of course he would have been selected anyway. We already have Trent Frederick. Sorry, Richard. Or perhaps it's Richard. But Toffoli is a member of our team nonetheless. I just did a quick look down at our roster, and you know what? It's better than I thought it was. We got solid defense. Goaltending isn't an issue. And we have some studs on forward as well. On that note, let's go assemble this team on NHL 25 and see if we have any chemistry and try to win that cup. We have landed on NHL 25, and your Denver Dragons are 89 overall in Division 4. I will once again reiterate and put the disclaimer out there that we put the players in international before moving them to our team, so that way we are the only team in the NHL with the players we drafted. Jabroni, there's just simply no chance that you're going to touch my lines. How many times do we need to tell them that, you ask? Great question. As many as it takes. I have a feeling that our chemistry is going to be pretty gross, and fun fact for you, this team is actually cap compliant. Here we go, moment of truth. I promise you, Jabroni is going to make another appearance here asking if I want my lines to be edited, and the answer is no. So why exactly are we putting 87 overall Seth Jarvis on the fourth line? Oh, he can't play his off wing? Get real. Toffoli is right wing / left wing. So we throw him over here and we bring Seth up. It's simple math. For those of you wondering, Baines is the player that I grabbed from the AHL because we doubled up on Brazeau, I think it was. If things aren't going great, I might make this move because Svetch and Rantanen are both snipers. Toffoli is a two-way forward, but then I guess we'd have two snipers on the second line unless I make other moves. So whatever, we'll just ride with it. This is shocking to me. How do they get a 0, but then these 4 here get +1. I'll take the +1s, I will. But I'm just curious as to how these guys with abilities get a 0. And, okay, the handedness maybe, but he's still lefty / righty. Tending the goal, we have Kochetkov, 85 overall, Binnington, 84. So no matter who we have in the net, they're going to be solid. Does this team have what it takes? Initially, I'm thinking probably not. But I hope they prove me wrong. I think it kind of goes without saying that Rantanen's going to get the most points, or at least he should. 92. That first line's gonna go crazy. I'll say the team gets 43 wins and we get into the lofts. Let's find out what happens. Allow me to just pull up the old calendar here and we can get this simulation started. 11-2 win in the preseason. Now, I could easily say that means nothing. Oh, it's like a 9-1 L. Yeah, that means nothing. 4-1 win to start the regular season. Can we stop with the pop-ups, please? And we did it against Jordan Binnington's former team. I mean, it's his actual team, but in this realm, it's not. Our division looks pretty stacked. We've got the Red Wings up in first, Panthers and Jets ahead of us. We're in fourth right now. The Rangers are on our... Actually, no, they haven't passed us. 4-game win streak. Is that any good? Make it 5 against Chicago. You won't do it. Well, I was right. Why are we buzzing now? Second in the division, behind the Panthers, and I think we're going to catch up to them. At this rate, we definitely should. I'm starting to think that I underestimated this team. Maybe we're actually grotesque. The fact that we are 5th in the division right now with a record of 29, 18, and 5 is insane. It's going to be one of those divisions where the top 4 teams are top 4 in the league. Let's keep these W's coming here going into the trade deadline, or we could lose 10-3 to the Red Wings. You do you. Trade deadline, it wasn't a fantasy draft. I'm just going to keep going. The show must go on. No team, and I mean no team, is safe from the post-trade deadline collapse. It'll happen to anybody. You could make an all-star team, throw them in the NHL. After the trade deadline, you're just going to see everything start trending downwards. Surely we're going to get more than 43 wins, which I predicted. We are in the playoffs at the moment, but still 5th in the division. That's crazy. 1-0 loss to the Golden Knights. You can't be doing that. You cannot get shut. And then, okay, that's great. We're still in. I genuinely thought we were going to be Dunions. Our first round opponent is going to be the Jets from Winnipeg. Let's go check out their roster. I also noticed when I was assembling our team that we got 3 players from Carolina as well. I guess that's just the way the cookie crumbled for this video. What do we got here in Winnipeg? We got Kyle Connor, Mark Scheifele, and Nikolai Ehlers. Ew. Vetrano, Velarde, and Niederreiter is also a really good second line. Their third line is nice with Lowry, Iafallo, Appleton. We also got to worry about Norrisy. You know, he could be a threat. And how about Neil Pionk? And they got this guy. It's going to be a fun one. We are definitely looking at an uphill battle. First 3 games, you should know the rules by now. Let's see how we do against the Jets. We start off with an L, and we bounce back with a dub. Nice. Beautiful. Okay, let's go. That's 2-1, baby. Let's sim the next 2 games and see if we can move on or if Winnipeg is going to come back and absolutely delete us. 1-1. So we are 1 game away from winning, but they could push a game 7 and devastate us. Let's hope that doesn't happen. We have to go to a real-time sim. We must do it. Come on, you Dragons. Let's get it done here. Long power play for the Winnipeg Jets. Seemingly never-ending power. Did we get like a game misconduct or something? We get a 10-minute? Let's go, Fogle. Clearly our PK was on top of it because they had that whole time. They put up a bunch of shots. No goals until right now where Kyle Connor scores on Kochetkov to tie this thing up. We have less than half their shots. Not looking great right now. Yes, Svechnikov puts us back on top. It is 2-1 Dragons going into the third period. Come on, boys. Dig deep. Dig in. Vetrano scores. Okay, it's tied up. It is all... Ehlers scores. It is not all tied up. We are, in fact, losing. Denver. Let's go here. Okay? We didn't come this far. We were up in this series. Thank you, Shea Theodore. You absolute legend. Look at how many shots they have. That is insane. Kochetkov is the sole reason we have a chance right now. Here we go. It's either we score and move on, or we get scored on and hit the links. No, not like this. Nikolai Ehlers gets sprung, and he has some Jets strapped to his skates. No goal, though. Here we go. Here we go. Jarvis. Chance for the Jets. Vetrano cuts in, goes for a clapper. It's not going to get through, thankfully. And now we get a chance here. Seth again. Maybe back to the... Oh! They really just double-team Jarvis. That is insane. Gabriel Velarde. 2 minutes. You can't do that. Power play for the good guys. If we lost like that, I would not have a monitor anymore. What a save by Hellebuck. You've got to be kidding me with that one. You can't just be making saves like that, Bucky. 2-on-1. 2-on-1. Svech. I'm actually at a loss for words with how sad that was. Might get one final chance here on the power play. They do have 2 guys back. Sorelli. What are we doing with these backhands, guys? Was there some kind of informational session that I wasn't a part of? Because if this goaltender lets in backhands on the frequent, this is news to me. Also, it's Bucky, so he doesn't let in any goals on the frequent. What a save again. At least that one looked like we were trying. These lads need to get off the ice. They are gassed. Perfetti is still on the ice with nothing left in the tank. Bold strategy. Oh, no. Well, that was close. Shea Theodore joining the rush. Oh, and he's gone. He's not gone. Norrisy. Oh, dear. He gets in behind him and lets the shot go. But another save for Kochetkov. I don't know who that is in the corner. 27. Theodore's 27, right? Well, he just got ran over, and we lost. That is heartbreaking. I really thought when we were up by 1 game, we were chilling. You know, I thought we were taking this home. We were moving on to round 2. But Winnipeg wanted it more, clearly. And with that, we will not be getting our first Stanley Cup in NHL 25 with this team. The Stanley Cup final is between the Edmonton Oilers and the Dallas Stars. Let's just go sim a whole week here and see what it's at after that. 2-1 for the Oil. Now I'm going to advance 1 day at a time so we can see this series update. It is 2-2, a best of 3 for the Stanley Cup, and the Oilers take the lead. Will they take the ultimate prize, or is it going to be a 7-game series? Wow. This is it. I press this button and a Stanley Cup is awarded. That is the power I currently hold. So I'm not going to do it. I'm just kidding. Yeah, here we go. Dallas Stars, Edmonton Oilers, and it will be the Oilers taking home the Stanley Cup. San Jose Barracuda, your Calder Cup champions. We only had 93 points. I actually thought we'd have more than that, but I feel like we did start to lose quite a bit after the deadline. Shocker. The 4th place team in our division had 101. Let's see where that gets them in the entire league. 8. So we had 4 teams in our division that were top 8 in the whole league. We got in at 14. The Lightning and Toronto were absolutely shafted. Nashville cut in at 17 and the Ducks at 19. Rantanen was over point a game, 86 through the season, 40 goals. We have a plus 29 for Toffoli, plus 36 for Shea Theodore. Look at that guy go. Seth, the guy that they wanted on the fourth line, had the second most points on the team. Toffoli had 74, Perfetti 68. What is Svetch doing is my cue of the day. Liljegren had 26, Ekholm 25, and he was a plus 39. That's the best on the team. Oh. Kochetkov didn't do so great. Only a 906, 309. Binnington had a 920 and 249. Maybe we should have been. No. Absolutely not. I'm not going to say that because that last game was not Kochetkov's fault. Bobrovsky has the most wins in the entire league with 40. He had a 913 while he was at it. Aiden Hill has 39, a 924, which is menacing. Once again, just Cale Makar doing what he does. 101, 85 apples in 82 games played. Yeah, that's good. I did not see this one coming. Brad Marchand, your Art Ross winner with 123 points. He was a plus 34 on the season. 44 tucks, 46 for Tkachuk. Reinhardt second with 120. It looks like Jason Robertson is likely going to win the Rocket Richard. Nope. Matthews only had 100 points, but 57 goals. In the playoffs, Cole Perfetti definitely pulled his weight. He didn't have a single goal, but he had 10 assists in 7 games, so that's awesome. Timothy was over point a game. Toffoli and Jarvis were point a game. Rantanen had 4 points in 7 games and was a -4. Unacceptable. Oh, maybe we can blame him. The last game, not so much, but sub 900 and a 334 GAA. Zoinkies. Theodore only had 2 points throughout that playoff run, and they were both goals. Stewie, the decimal system. That's my backup right there in Be a Pro. Should probably be the starter, but he's not. He had a 913, 272, and Jake Yeo had a 922. What a face-off that was. Harley had 22 points, which is league leading for defensemen, but Cale Makar had 3 less in less than half the games. Quinn Hughes was very close to being point a game. Didn't have a single goal, but 18 hamburger helpers. And then we have Connor McDusty, 32 points. Leon Draisaitl, 30. We know who the Conn Smythe winner is going to be. J-Rob did really well. So did Duchesne. Yeah, obviously it's going to be the Oilers and the Dallas Stars up at the top here because they played the most games. 'Tis awards season. We already knew this one. He does, in fact, keep the combo intact of the Art Hart. Norris goes to Makar. No surprise there. Lady Bing to Reinhardt. Cutter getting the Calder. McDavid will be the Conn Smythe winner. Aiden Hill gets the Vezina, but Hellebuck will get the Jennings, shared with Comrie. Alec Martinez is awarded the Bill Masterton. Evison awarded the Jack Adams. Sidney the Kidney, Four Nations Team Canada captain. I don't know if that's announced. Maybe it is, but he should be if it's not announced. How about another trophy for Brad? And we get Pappy with the Rocket Richard. We already saw that one. I present to you a playoff tree. We did not make it past round 1. Devastating. Can't win them all. Or in our case, can't win any. We will eventually win our first Stanley Cup in NHL 25. Or we won't. Who knows? Maybe we'll go the whole year without one. It's like a long time in NHL 24. We've come close. This was not one of the closer ones. We still made the playoffs at least, but it was a decent run. I'm proud of the lads.